Seabreeze Beach. The name promised peace, a serene escape from the hustle and bustle of everyday life. Locals knew better, they knew the truth. They had seen things, heard things that visitors could never imagine. The beach held secrets, dark secrets, secrets that were buried deep within its sands and whispered through its waves. Secrets that whispered on the wind that carried tales of old, stories passed down through generations. The sand was white and soft. It looked inviting, a perfect place to lay down and relax. Gentle waves lapped at the shore. They seemed to sing a lullaby, a soothing melody that masked the beach's true nature. Tourists flocked to Seabreeze every summer. They came in droves, seeking sun, sand, and a break from their daily lives. They came for sun and relaxation. They basked in the warmth, oblivious to the beach's hidden dangers. They didn't see the shadows lurking beneath the surface. Shadows that moved with a purpose, unseen but ever present. They didn't feel the chill that clung to the air, a chill that seemed to seep into their bones, unnoticed, until it was too late. But the locals, they knew. They had felt the chill, seen the shadows, and heard the whispers. They spoke of strange occurrences, unexplained events that defied logic and reason. Unexplained lights flickered on the horizon, lights that danced and shimmered, casting an eerie glow over the water. Whispers carried on the breeze, whispers that told of ancient curses and restless spirits. They told stories of the ghosts of Seabreeze, ghosts that wandered the beach, searching for something lost. Ghosts trapped between this world and the next, spirits that could not find peace, forever bound to the sands of Seabreeze. Seabreeze Beach, a place of beauty and terror, a place where the line between the living and the dead was blurred, a place where the living and the dead walked side by side, a place where every grain of sand held a story and every wave whispered a secret. The legend was whispered from generation to generation. It was a tale that had been passed down through the ages, a story that had become part of the very fabric of the community. Around campfires, in hushed tones, the elders would recount the haunting tale to the young, ensuring that the memory of the horizon would never fade. It spoke of a ship, the Horizon, a majestic vessel that once sailed the high seas, known for its strength and beauty. The Horizon was the pride of its crew, a symbol of hope and adventure. It was caught in a furious storm. The skies darkened, and the waves rose to monstrous heights. The crew fought valiantly against the tempest, but nature's fury was relentless. The ship was dashed against the rocks just off the coast. No one survived. The once proud vessel was reduced to splinters, and the brave souls aboard were lost to the unforgiving sea. The locals said the crew's souls were trapped. They believed that the spirits of the sailors could not find peace, forever bound to the place where they met their tragic end. They were bound to the beach. The misty shores became their eternal prison, a place where they would wander for all time. They wandered the shore, searching for peace, searching for release. Some dismissed the story. They called it superstition. But the eerie sightings and unexplained phenomena kept the legend alive. A scary tale to frighten tourists, but others knew better. The locals, who had lived with the legend all their lives, knew there was more to the story than mere myth. They had seen the ghostly lights, mysterious orbs that danced over the water, defying explanation. They had heard the mournful cries echoing across the water, the sounds of lost souls calling out in their eternal sorrow. The legend of the Horizon was a warning, a cautionary tale to remind everyone of the dangers that lurked in the seemingly serene waters, a reminder that Seabreeze Beach held dangers beneath its beauty. The picturesque landscape hid a dark and tragic past, dangers that lurked beneath the waves. The depths of the ocean held secrets and perils that were not easily seen, dangers that whispered on the wind. The legend of the Horizon was more than just a story. It was a part of the very essence of Seabreeze Beach, a haunting reminder of the power and mystery of the sea.
Tell us the one about the horizon again.
Tell us the one about the horizon again.
Tom, Sarah and Emma huddled around a crackling fire, the warmth of the flames contrasting with the cool night air. They were best friends, drawn together by a shared sense of adventure and a love for the unknown. Tonight, their adventure had brought them to Seabreeze Beach, a place whispered about in local legends. The air was cool, carrying the scent of salt and seaweed. The stars glittered above them like 1,000 tiny lanterns. The friends shared stories and laughter, their voices mingling with the sound of the waves crashing against the shore. They were oblivious to the shadows gathering at the edge of the firelight, dark figures that seemed to dance just out of sight. Oblivious to the eyes watching them from the darkness, eyes that seemed to glow with an eerie light. Emma shivered, pulling her jacket tighter around her shoulders. The chill in the air seemed to seep into her bones. Tom grinned, his eyes twinkling in the firelight. He loved a good ghost story, the thrill of the unknown. He loved a good ghost story. He launched into the tale, his voice low and dramatic. He told of the doomed ship, the horizon, and the lost souls that were said to haunt Seabreeze Beach. He described the ship's final voyage, the storm that had claimed it, and the eerie sightings of ghostly figures on the beach. The haunting of Seabreeze Beach was a tale that had been passed down through generations, growing more chilling with each retelling. The friends laughed, their voices echoing in the night. They enjoyed the thrill of the story, the way it made their hearts race. They didn't notice the sudden chill in the air, the way the temperature seemed to drop as the story went on. They didn't see the flicker of movement in the shadows, the way the darkness seemed to shift and change. But something had shifted. The darkness was closing in, wrapping around them like a shroud. The night was alive with unseen presences, watching, waiting.
Did you hear that?
A log crackled in the fire, sending sparks spiraling into the night. The laughter died down. A strange silence fell over the beach.
Did you hear that?
Sarah whispered, her eyes wide. Tom strained his ears. He heard it too. A faint humming sound. It seemed to be coming from the sea. It grew louder, more insistent. The friends exchanged uneasy glances. Something wasn't right. The humming was getting louder. It was almost unbearable, and then just as suddenly it stopped. Silence descended again, heavier this time, more oppressive. They were being watched. They could feel it.
A thick mist rolled in from the sea.
It swirled around us, cold and damp.
The fire sputtered and hissed, the flames turning an eerie blue.
Then we saw them.
Faces in the mist.
Pale and gaunt.
Their eyes glowed with an unnatural light.
They reached out, their fingers long and skeletal.
Emma gasped, scrambling backwards.
Tom and Sarah were frozen in terror.
The faces floated closer, their expressions filled with a terrible sadness.
"Who are you?" Tom stammered, his voice trembling.
The figures didn't answer. They drifted closer. Their eyes bored into the friends, filled with a deep longing, a longing that chilled them to the bone. A cold hand closed around Emma's ankle. She screamed, falling to the ground. The ghostly figures moved closer, their forms becoming clearer in the eerie green light. They were trapped, but the mist clung to them, thick and suffocating. They could barely see. They scrambled to their feet and stumbled towards the path leading away from the beach. "Run!" he shouted. He grabbed Sarah and Emma's hands. Tom knew they had to escape, but there was nowhere to go. The ghostly figures pressed in, their forms shifting and swirling in the mist. The friends were surrounded.
Tom wouldn't leave Emma. He pulled at her arm. "We have to go, now!"
He managed to get her to her feet. They ran blindly through the mist, Sarah right behind them.
The ghostly figures were everywhere. Their cries echoed around them.
Finally, they broke free of the mist. They stumbled onto the path. They didn't dare slow down, not even to catch their breath.
They ran until they reached the parking lot. Their car was a beacon of hope.
They piled in, slamming the door shut.
Tom wasted no time. He started the engine and sped away, the beach and its horrors receding in the rearview mirror.
They never went back to Seabreeze Beach. The memory of that night was seared into their minds. The faces in the mist, the chilling cold, the feeling of being utterly trapped. The experience changed them. They were haunted by the knowledge of what lurked beneath the surface of that beautiful beach, haunted by the souls lost at sea, forever searching, forever lost. The legend of the horizon lived on, a chilling reminder that some places hold secrets, secrets that are best left undisturbed. The ghosts of Seabreeze Beach remained, trapped between worlds, forever bound to the shore.